All right, I'm going to walk you through how to configure within publish procedure on getting custom fields and SnapCall images with the bot before an escalation occurs. So first of all, you would need to have a conversation context. So you want to make sure you perform the action of get conversation ID. Get conversation ID is just pulling the Sunshine Conversations get conversation field to retrieve ID and set it as a parameter of conversation underscore ID. After that, you do need an email address so that the link works. If you received it in a different part of the process, you don't need to go this, but I added this as part of the demonstration to make sure that I'm receiving it in the demonstration. Then you're going to perform the action, which is get SnapCall image demo. When I go over here, what is that one? If we go to edit action, this is just your standard add a web view. And then the URL that you're sending has to have the customer email. And then when it goes for ticket, it's going to be smooch underscore double curly brackets conversation ID. The reason you need this is because a ticket doesn't exist until an escalation occurs, and we need to be able to publish the image back to the ticket so that we can retrieve it later. Once that's done, you want to make sure that you're waiting for it. So here I have, don't ask for anything, wait silently until the user posts, uploads the image they sent via SnapCall demo, then continue. This is because when we post the image, we post it on behalf of the end user, and that then appears into a chat conversation. You then have to perform 3 additional actions. One is to clear cache. The reason why you are clearing cache is because that actually retrieves back the Sunshine Conversation object. If not, we're going to be using the old object that did not have the new update that we performed. Then we're going to, and to do that, that one's pretty straightforward. You have Sunshine Conversation, clear cached conversation. Then we're going to map the Sunshine Conversation custom field to variable. Over here, you're going to have this, the variable that you have is SnapCall skill, and then we now have flow IDs, and then there's also a which step and which variable that is. I can walk through that within Sunshine Conversation or within SnapCall a little bit later for you, but know that that's how we're going to be retrieving the field, and then we're going to be saving that as a parameter that we can use. So basically, we're setting the parameter. The last step is to map the variable to the AAW escalation. For you to update a field in Sunshine Conversations, you're going to say update conversation, and then you're giving a field ID, and then you're going to give a value of model number. And so that is actually going to grab that variable from Ultimate and push that into the field. So let's see that as a live demo. And so you can see it's going to first step of capturing the email. And that takes me to take a picture. And I'm putting a number up here for the demo. And then now we're just going to wait for processing. You can see on the left-hand side, you have SnapCall and it's processing. And when the image comes up, that is when the escalation is going to occur. And so now the escalation is going to occur. And sometimes Ultimate does get stuck, so I'll say, oh, there it is. It just took a minute. Here's the escalation. And you'll see the conversation came through here, image is here. And if we scroll down, the model number is populated with that information. Now, if we wanted to see this from SnapCall, you would just use the normal SnapCall integration here on the right-hand side. I'll have to check why this one didn't come through. But if you wanted to look at the conversation itself, Here is the conversation we had, and you can see came through. I set the conversation ID. I received the email that's set, and then I said to get SnapCall image. They sent over the image, and we can see those actions are performed, and that's how it went through. All right, that is how you configure SnapCall inside the the procedure option of Ultimate. Thank you.